Thokozani bakwantu ninjani. Happy weekend. I don't know, it's Saturday, my end. But anyway, I wanted to say, Togoza, we have entered into the new season, the season of Auset, the season of uNomkhubulwane, Ngwedi, the season of uMawetu. So you will ask, what does that even mean? The season of uNomkhubulwane is the season where the prevailing energy is that of the moon in the Southern Hemisphere. As you know, we've just celebrated the fall equinox in the Southern Hemisphere, meaning to say we celebrated a sacred festival called the Lamentation of Auset, isililo sikaNomkhubulwane, based on African cosmology, meaning to say the sun is now moved from the Southern Hemisphere and has started its journey towards the Northern Hemisphere. So, which means fall is there and now winter is going to come. And the prevailing energy that will be left is the energy of uNomkhubulwane. So isililo sikaNomkhubulwane, or the lamentation of Auset, is, according to our beautiful stories and cosmologies, is when uNomkhubulwane was crying because Ura Umvelingangi was leaving her to come to the Northern Hemisphere. What a beautiful love story. She was in tears, uMawetu. So we had gone to Bergville to go and cry with her as we bid farewell to Ubaba. So as the Southern Hemisphere is engulfed now in the energy of Auset, this is a time of being close to Uma in the womb. What does that mean? If you look at nature now, in the Southern Hemisphere, everything is dying slowly. The leaves are starting to fall. Nobody's doing any plowing of fields to start farming because now it is the time of resting. You will feel it in your body because you, Muntomnyama, you, child of Ntu, child of Nomkhubulwane, are nature itself, as above, so below. So because now there is the resting latent period that has now come to the Southern Hemisphere, you will feel a heaviness and a tiredness in your body. It also gets dark early outside, so there is a tendency to want to hibernate. It's very natural. This is a season where, in ancient times, of course, activities in the field stopped. People would spend more time at home, more time with family. What can you for yourself do during this time? This is a time of deep introspection and meditation. And the beauty of it is we are left with uNomkhubulwane. Auset is the master magician, as she's called. She's the healer, she's the herbalist, she's the shapeshifter, she's the one who makes manifestations happen in the spiritual realm. So that come September, everything you meditate and manifest and work towards and plan on paper with your mouth closed, you don't go talking to things, because people can do destructive interference on your manifestations, right? So you keep all these things to yourself. You're with her. You are taking deep breaths as you meditate. Inyanga. uNomkhubulwane inyanga, meaning she's a healer. Uyakunyanga akuphilise. Why? Because she's oxygen. You guys have heard of oxygen facials. You've heard of oxygen chambers where people with certain diseases go in and they breathe in oxygen and their cells heal. Same concept. uNomkhubulwane is oxygen. So when you take deep breaths in and out in a meditative state, not only are you elevating spiritually, you're also healing your cells, your physical body, right? Oxygen removes what are called free radicals. They remove cancer-causing agents and all those things. Most of us aren't even breathing properly a lot of the times. That's why we are not well. If we just adjusted how we breathe, meaning you're conscious to breathe in deeply to take in oxygen, and then to breathe out to remove carbon dioxide that has come to your lungs through your blood vessels from your cells. Carbon dioxide is toxic to your system, and you breathe it out. The plants love it, so it's a beautiful exchange. The plants are giving us oxygen. We are producing carbon dioxide. They take it in, produce oxygen. Nature is beautiful that way. So, during this time of uNomkhubulwane, it's a very powerful time for Indlovukazi. Remember, you are a manifestation of uNomkhubulwane. You are Nomkhubulwane's first love. You are her daughter. It is through you that she has been able to do everything else. Now, how does this work when we look at uMvelinqangi is the sun. The sun is fire. It is hot. If we did not have the moon to filter the sun's energy so that the frequencies that come out can be life-giving on the planet, we wouldn't exist. So although you will hear people say, Ra is creator, the magician that uses Ra's energy to create is uNomkhubulwane. Just like you are the one who uses the magic to create from the seed that you receive from a man and incubate and create. That is why you are vital. So we are living in exciting times. I invite you to really delve deep. I will teach some more on uNomkhubulwane, the womb energy, womb space, how Indlovukazi can actually use this time to heal their inner wounds, which most of our pain sits in the womb space. And when your womb space is inundated with all this pain, this is where we get fibroids, endometriosis, and cutting them out doesn't help because they just grow back because we haven't dealt with the root causes of why these fibroids are growing. Painful menstruation, depression that is caused from the womb space because of unhealed issues. These are things that we can delve into throughout this whole winter season in the Southern Hemisphere. I know I'm situated in the Northern Hemisphere, but my umbilical stump is buried in the Southern Hemisphere. Therefore, I, as Umuntu and all other children of Ntu, the Black nation, should really be aligned with the African calendar of the South. That is proper alignment, not the Northern calendar. That one has nothing to do with us. And so when we align ourselves with the Northern calendar, we're giving energies to Abelung, which without us they wouldn't exist. So we need to shift that if we're going to win the battle that we're trying to win, which is to have Bagwantu take their rightful place in the world again. So I know I've said a mouthful, but I hope that it's understandable. In the Southern Hemisphere, I am wishing you the best in terms of your healing and manifestation with uNomkhubulwane. Right now, Uma is the prevailing energy all the way until September. That doesn't mean we're not going to celebrate other seasons within, but understand that the overall energy that is encompassing the Southern Hemisphere until September is the energy of uNomkhubulwane, Uma Ngwedi. Her color is maroon. As you can see, we're all marooned out. And yeah, I will come and do another teaching soon. Mastozine.